All right, friends, let's check our answers from 1, 2, and 3 from these last few problems of section P.3. So if you just multiplied everything out by hand, you're probably fine. It might have taken a little while, it might have been a little frustrating, but it's fine. You did it. But if you want to use the shortcut, which you do have to memorize, maybe make some flashcards. That's not a bad idea. Maybe make some flashcards that you can just sort of flip over and use to memorize these formulas. And then when it comes time to actually do this hard work, you just use your formula. All right, let me get some space here. Here's number 1. So if you notice, we have the same terms in the front, the same terms in the back, but I'm just adding and subtracting. So the shortcut would be just do, this was u squared minus v squared. Here's your u's, and here's your v's. And you have u plus v and u minus v. So I'm just going to take the u, which is 5x squared, minus the v, which is 9 squared. Notice I'm not taking negative 9 because the 9 is already taken care of because of the signs here. So that's part of the formula. The 9 is just the 9. You don't have to use the negative 9. All right, also notice that I squared the 5. Do you see how I put that inside? It's not this. Careful, I'm squaring the whole u. The entire u is being squared over here in the formula, so we have to square the entire 5 over here. Ready? So that means 5x times 5x, squaring the 5 and squaring the x. Did you get that? That sneaked by you. There you go. There's number 1. See how quick that was? Foiling would have been fine, but this shortcut is nice. Number 2. Okay, I'm just going to arrive to the side. This again looks like the u minus v squared. Okay, that should be u squared minus 2 times u times v plus v squared. That's our official binomial form here. All right, what is u and v? Let me list it out now. Looks like the u is the entire 6x here, right? And the v is the 5. Remember, you don't have to worry about the negative. That's just part of the formula that you see here and you see here. Okay, let's just plug and chug, folks. This should be, once I square it, it should be the entire u. Notice I'm putting the entire 6x in there, friends. Crazy, right? So 6x, u squared, minus 2 times the whole u times the whole v. Cool. Plus, by the formula, v here is 5, so I'll put 5 squared. All right, let's simplify this, friends. How about 6x squared is 6x times 6x, or 36x squared, minus 2 times 6x times 5. Let me just look at the numbers. Okay, I see what you're doing there. That looks like maybe like 60x. Cool. And then 5 squared at the end is 25. And we're done. That's all we had to do. Just using the shortcut. Last one. All right, here's the beast. This is the form u plus v cubed. According to our formula, this should be u cubed plus 3u squared times v plus 3uv squared plus 1v cubed. Wow, Mr. Brown has it memorized already? Dude, he's so smart. You know how I did it? Here's a little shortcut. First of all, the middle coefficients are 3's, and the outer ones are just 1's. Also, do you notice the powers of the u's? It starts with 3, right? We're at 3 here, so we start with u to the 3rd, and look what happens. U to the 2, u to the 1, and there's a u here. Remember, when it's empty, it's u to the 0. So I'm literally going 3, 2, 1, 0 on the exponents. Can you see what's happening to the v's? It's the opposite, right? V to the 0, V to the 1, V to the 2, V to the 3. So that's a great way to memorize it. The coefficients are just 1, 3, 3, 1. The exponents for the u goes at the highest and goes all the way down to 0. And the v starts at 0 and goes all the way up to the highest. Okay, so Mr. Brown's also kind of smart too. Okay, that's fine. Now, let's label what we got. In here, it looks like the u is the entire 3x in the front, and the v is the 2. The plus is taken care of in the formula. Ready, set, go. U cubed, meaning the entire 3x is being cubed. Ooh, that's going to be a little strange. I'll get over it. And then plus 3u squared times the v. Plus, again, 3u times the v. squared. And finally, we're going to end with the v cubed. All right, so major simplifying. Always check and see where the exponents are, folks. Make sure they're, for example, this 2 here is on this friend and not on that friend. So just know where you place them. Make sure you feel comfortable with that. All right, the first time, I need to do 3 cubed. And because we're multiplying inside here, inside the parentheses, I can do the 3 cubed, and I can do the x cubed. That is totally legal to distribute here. 3 cubed is, I remembered my chart, x cubed plus. Okay, now we got to think about this. This is 3x squared, which is really like 3 squared x squared. But then I'm going to multiply that 9 by and So really, that's like 9 times 6. Whoa, that's cool. The only squared I have was the x squared. So the only x I have is the x squared. Okay, let's do that same method over here in the third term. I have 2 squared, I have a 3, and I have a 3. So if you multiply all that together, that's basically like 9 times 4. And the only x that we have is just a single x. And then we end with 2 cubed, and that one we know is 8. Look and see how we're in standard form. I start with x to the third power, and I go down in descending order. My highest power is 3, so it's a degree of 3. Just putting all these things from the beginning of section P3 together. Good job, folks. Good job. When you do one, and it's a u minus v, just be really careful because you're going to have to make sure you change the signs. Remember, u cubed minus 3u squared v plus 3uv squared minus v cubed. So notice how the signs alternate. When you have a negative, you alternate positive, negative, positive, negative. There you go. That's all. Wow, we did section P2 in almost one video. That's great. Or sorry, P3. All done, folks. Great job on that. See you.